The storage system in this game does not operate on the classic maximum stock limit logic. The key point is this. The storage level determines the protected amount of each resource type during PvP raids. In other words, storage increases the safe layer of resources that cannot be looted in battle. Since protection is applied per resource, wood, stone, iron and food are each secured separately. This makes the city's economy more resilient against attack risks. If the storage level is low, the pool of lootable resources is larger. As storage increases, the lootable portion shrinks. Therefore, although upgrading storage may seem passive, it serves as a direct economic defense, especially for players under attack. Delaying storage investment increases war losses, not only in troops but also on the economic side. Troop production is managed through the barracks, and each unit type has different costs, training times, and roles. Infantry, archers, cavalry, scouts, and catapults each take on distinct responsibilities within a single army. The core rule in training planning is not to invest all resources into a single unit type. This is because battle outcomes depend not only on numbers, but also on unit composition and the opponent's setup. As the barracks level increases, both training capacity and the ability to replenish armies at a steady pace improve. The correct approach to army production is as follows. Divide production based on your active combat rhythm, prioritize the roles where you've taken losses, and deploy troops in a way that does not leave your city defenseless. A player who maintains continuous production can effectively manage war losses.
Savaşta tüm kayıp kalıcı değildir. Sistem yaralı ayrımıyla toparlanma şansı verir. Yaralı askerler hastane kapasitesi ve iyileştirme kuyruğuna bağlı olarak geri kazanılır. Casus gibi iyileşmeyen türler ayrı değerlendirilir. Ana muharebe birliklerinde ise iyileştirme ekonomisi kritik rol oynar. Hastane seviyesi hem kapasiteyi hem de birim başına iyileşme hızını doğrudan etkiler. Bu yüzden hastane sadece savunma binası değil, savaş sonrası üretim maliyetini düşüren stratejik binadır. İyileştirme yiyecek tüketir ve kuyruk yönetimi gerektirir. Doğru yönetimde savaş sonrası ordu hızlı toparlanır, kötü yönetimde aynı gücü yeniden üretmek için çok daha fazla kaynak harcanır. Kısacası hastane kaybı maliyetli bir cezadan yönetilebilir bir döngüye çevirir.
Every decision made on the world map is time dependent. As the distance to a target increases, expedition time also increases, which directly means a loss of tempo. The key rule in expedition management is this: avoid targets with a low reward to time ratio, and do not keep your troops idle for long periods. Gathering, attacking, and returning phases on the map all affect each other. A delay in one phase disrupts the entire city's rhythm. For this reason, the map is not just an attack screen, but a logistics interface. When a consistent cycle is established with nearby and efficient targets, more actions can be performed with the same army. In distant and unplanned expeditions, even if resource gains increase, overall efficiency drops. Effective map play means turning every minute your army spends in the field into value. The PvE system provides players with controlled growth. Gathering tasks at resource points strengthen the economy while keeping combat risk limited. Against NPC targets, the battle resolution system comes into play. Unit selection, attack power, and loss profile determine the outcome. The biggest advantage of PvE is that it allows players to gain combat experience without halting city development. In an effective PvE flow, players first focus on safe gathering, then move on to controlled combat targets. This way, both resources and combat experience grow simultaneously. Analyzing PvE reports and identifying unit types with high loss rates helps adjust future production plans. Players who treat PvE as just a spare time activity grow slowly, while those who approach it systematically transition into the mid-game much stronger. In PvP, an attack isn't just a comparison of power. The system first performs protection and diplomacy checks. If the target has an active city shield, the attack cannot be initiated. Similarly, attacks are blocked in cases of shared guild membership, alliances, or non-aggression pacts, NAP. When an attack is possible, the outcome is calculated based on troop strength, casualty models, and loot capacity. During looting, warehouse protection comes into play.
To victory!
Resources exceeding the protected limit form the potential loot pool. Therefore, proper target selection in PvP isn't just about finding a weak opponent. It's about interpreting their protection status and loot efficiency together. While unplanned PvP may seem profitable in the short term, high casualty rates can set your economy back. Controlled PvP, however, accelerates city momentum in the long run. The equipment system is the army's invisible power multiplier. Items equipped in slots such as weapons, armor, helmets, and boots provide passive boosts in areas like attack, defense, speed, and load capacity. As rarity increases, the contribution range rises. Therefore, item quality directly reflects in combat efficiency. The right approach to equipment management is to build a set tailored to your playstyle, rather than over-focusing on a single statistic. An aggressive player and a defense-oriented player will achieve higher efficiency with different combinations. When equipment gains are combined through PvE, PvP, events, and the marketplace, account power increases permanently. Key takeaway: when the equipment system is managed effectively, you produce better results with the exact same troop count. The marketplace operates on two main tracks: item transactions for gold and resource trading. The system applies taxes with different rates for items and resources. Resource trading is subject to a daily transaction limit, which prevents unplanned spam trading. Listings are time-bound. Those that expire are returned to the owner. Through this structure, the market compels a steady cycle rather than manipulation. When used correctly, the marketplace is a tool for filling resource gaps in the city and converting excess inventory into gold. Conversely, poor usage, marked by high taxes and unfavorable price gaps, slows down growth. Core philosophy: the goal of the marketplace is not simply to sell at the highest price, but to continuously circulate value without disrupting the city's rhythm. The alliance system elevates individual gameplay to the level of collective power. Upon joining, it's not just about chat. Combat coordination, technology contributions, and diplomatic influence all come into play. Authority roles within the alliance determine the speed of decision-making. Leadership, management, and field execution are distinct functions. When this distinction is clear, war preparation is swift. When it is vague, opportunities are missed. An active alliance expands a player's options in both combat and economics. Particularly during events, shared objectives, and periods of map pressure, individual power remains limited, whereas alliance strength creates a multiplier effect. Therefore, choosing an alliance is not just about picking a tag, it is about choosing your growth model in the game. Alliance technologies provide bonuses in areas such as attack, defense, resources, speed, capacity, and fortification. Since member contribution is just as vital as the technology level itself, high internal activity directly boosts these bonuses. Furthermore, if the alliance castle is inactive, the bonuses are disabled. This means technology investment alone is insufficient. The alliance infrastructure must also be functional. This mechanic transforms alliance gameplay from passive membership into active responsibility. With the right technology priorities, the same units perform better, expedition pacing increases, and gathering efficiency rises. Because these technologies are long-term, they generate a greater total impact than short-term battles. Clan warfare progresses through a multi-stage flow: preparation, lock windows, marching, and the combat phase. Durations operate based on environmental settings according to test or production modes. In production rules, minimum long preparation windows are enforced. This design prevents sudden war spamming and compels planned warfare. The critical point is time management. An expedition launched at the wrong minute will arrive late to the battle, even if it possesses the right amount of power. Therefore, clan warfare is as much a question of who is better synchronized as it is who is stronger. When a team moves on the same timeline, it converts individual strength into a collective result. If coordination is weak, even high power will dissipate. Clan warfare is not just about a single attack button. It is a disciplined chronological flow. This flow consists of 4 main phases: declaration, preparation, expedition, and siege. Each of these phases is interconnected, and an error in one grows exponentially in the next. 1. Declaration phase. The war begins instantly when the Declare War button is pressed via diplomatic relations in the Clan Details panel. Once the declaration is made, the preparation phase is immediately triggered. 2. Preparation phase. During this stage, all clan members and any allies send reinforcement units to the castle of the clan participating in the war. It is crucial to note that no reinforcements can be sent once the preparation phase ends. 3. Expedition phase. The fundamental truth here is coordination. If the clan leader or a player with the rank of general is on the attacking side, pressing the Start Expedition button sets the armies in motion, and the march toward the target clan's castle begins. 4. Siege phase. Following a 5-minute siege period, the battle occurs instantly, after which the armies return. You will receive detailed insights regarding the outcome in the battle report. When you attack rebel castles, check your battle report. The loot you've earned will be displayed at the bottom. Upon a successful victory, you can obtain a rebel chest. As the level of the rebel castle increases, the quality of the dropped chest also rises. In the game, rebel chests are divided into 3 tiers: common, rare, and legendary. You can choose to open these chests yourself to claim the rewards inside, or you can list them for sale on the marketplace without opening them. By collecting the crafting materials found inside these chests, you can forge them into equipment. For example, if you collect 200 Arcanite stones for a helmet and click Convert in the crafting window, you will obtain a common helmet with randomized stats. To craft items, you need to accumulate 200 stones for common items, 500 stones for rare and legendary items. These stones can also be bought or sold on the marketplace to complete your sets.